Morning. Happy 1st of October. It's Vlogtober already. That means that it is proper autumn. I've just made myself a nice cup of tea. It's actually 11:15 and I've got to be quick because I have a meeting at 11 o'clock that I've got to go online for. But I wanted to hop on and just say hi and do a quick introduction for those of you that haven't watched my channel or my vlogs before. So my name's Becky and I live in the south coast of England with my partner Leon, our son Jack, who moved back from living up in Newcastle for 4 years and going to university, so he's back, and also our house rabbit Harvey, who you will probably see quite a bit of throughout these vlogs. So yeah, doing Vlogtober. You might see this in a few days time because I think I'm just going to do a little compilation and then put them all together because, you know, I do have a life and I do have a job and other things going on besides. So yeah, so I'm probably just going to put them together so that you've got probably about 15-20 minutes of footage to wade through if you so wish. Normally I do a podcast where I talk about yarny things, so knitting, bit of weaving, bit of spinning, that sort of thing. So there will be some crafty stuff going on as well, I am sure, but yeah, just wanted to pop on and say hi. That's a notification on my work laptop, so I'm just working over there in the dining area, and yeah, right, I've got to get on with the day, so no doubt I will catch up with you a bit later. Right, the meeting's all done and dusted, so that's really good. I'm just going to get my welly shoes on. That's it. I've got my welly shoes on because I'm going to let Harvey stretch his legs in the garden before I go off to my schools this afternoon. Although he's a house rabbit, I do like him to be able to go out and have a run around if the weather's nice, and it's actually quite dry today, although it looks like it's clouding over a bit and it's getting windy. So I'm going to let him out and then he will snuggle up for the rest of the day because he sleeps the majority of the afternoon anyway. While I go into work, I don't know who's got the best option there. I think it's probably him. So hopefully he will, yeah, have a little run around. He doesn't stay out very long and he tends to come in really quickly, especially if you tell him that you've got a snack. He'll run in. So I'll probably just let him out for 10 minutes, but he might come back in before that. Hopefully he doesn't faff around too much. He is a bit of a faffer. They're a bit like cats. They will not be druv, as we say in Sussex. You know, it's like, I'll do it in my time, my way, and I won't be pushed into anything. So that's kind of Harvey all over, really. He can have a bit of an attitude when he wants to, but no, he's adorable. So yeah, I'm going to let him out and then, yeah, I've got to get ready, get in the car and go over to Brighton. made it home from work and I am freezing. I've got a cup of tea and I've got a jammy dodger and I've still got my jacket on because I am freezing cold. You know, working in drafty old schools, you know, old buildings at this time of year when heating's not on and everything, yeah, I get cold really, really quickly. So I've got a nice cup of tea to warm me up. But I think I'm going to go and get my jeans and sweatshirt on in a minute and get out of the workwear. A couple of things. I wanted to just say thank you to all those who liked and commented on my last podcast episode. It had been a while since I recorded. I think it was like 8 or 9 months or something since I filmed anything. So it was really nice to hear from everybody, and everyone was so kind and lovely. And I need to get onto my laptop actually and go through those comments. I have been reading them, but I haven't responded to any yet. But I will heart them. Whether I get to respond to them all, you know, there's an awful lot, but I do want to just, yeah, give them a heart, if they're nice, obviously, just to let you know that I have seen them and that I appreciate it. So that's the first thing. The second thing is I wanted to just show you the yarn that I was waiting for. So I was saying to you that I wanted to make another cardigan and I was waiting for a cone of yarn from Woolly Knit. I think it's the Cassatt Red. If it's not, I will pop it on the screen. And it arrived. So this is the colour. It looks very bright here. I mean, my walls look very yellow and they're not that colour. So yeah, it's a lot more muted than that. It's a real kind of, it's a lovely heathered burgundy, I guess, but it's on the blue tone side. And I've got this to make a cardigan. So I did a gauge swatch. This is British wool. It's really affordable. They had a sale on, I don't know if it's still on, where a 500 gram cone of yarn was about £23. So yeah, so I did a swatch. Here's my swatch. And I decided to rake out some of my books to see if there was a pattern. Well, I knew there'd be a pattern that I could make. I've got lots of books and I never make anything out of my books. So I thought, right, I am going to have a look at some of them. And I raked out this Kate Davis book, and this is 10 years in the making. I love that. That one there on the cover is absolutely glorious. So yeah, I am making the Even Dune cardigan. I think it's a really basic cardigan. But I love the I-cord detail at the front. So this is what it looks like. It's just beautiful. And I have pretty much got gauge. When I say pretty much, the row gauge is fine. The stitch gauge is 1 stitch out. So to compensate for that, I am doing the 3rd size. Yeah, and this is as far as I've got. So it's knit top down. Dropped a stitch already, top down, and this is what it's looking like. So there's some of the raglan shaping there. I think it's going to be gorgeous. Such a nice colour. You know, although I'm not very ginger anymore, I used to be very strawberry blonde. And when I was growing up, I was always told that redheads can't wear red, which is a total lie, because red is a really good colour for redheads. And I can wear reds, and so can my son Jack wear reds, depending on the red. I mean, if it was scarlet, it wouldn't suit me, but there's so many different colours. I don't know why, but my bunny is thumping, and I think it's because he's seen the tripod. Can you hear that? He doesn't like it. Right, anyway, so I will keep you updated with progress, but I'm going to put you away because you're scaring my bunny. I'll catch up with you later. Good morning. It is the 2nd of October and I have popped out. I needed to pick up a prescription this morning and I needed to come into our local town in order to do that because the village chemist hasn't got what I need. So I dropped Jack off on the way through and yeah, I'm just parked up in the car park and I'm about to go and get that little job done. Then it's back home. I've got a meeting and I've got to run through some paperwork, and then I am in the office this afternoon to go through some training with a colleague that we are delivering next week. So it's quite a busy morning, but I did have the chance to go through some of your comments this morning and respond, so I'll do a bit more of that later on. But I will take you along with me for the day. It's a gloomy one, but hopefully it will brighten up a bit later on, but at least it's not raining. It's a bit later. I am just preparing a sandwich. It is 11:45 and I have got to go over to the office this afternoon to do the training prep with my colleague, and it's 11:45. It takes me about half hour to get there and I need to have a sandwich, so I think I'm just going to have a cheese and pickle sarnie, keep me going, and read a bit of my book. So I am reading 4 books at the moment, one with me ear rolls, and that is the only one left, so I shall be listening to that on my journey to work shortly. I'm also reading The House in the Cerulean Sea by TJ Klune on my Kindle, and I'm absolutely loving that. I'm about halfway through. I am also reading Two Twisted Crowns by Rachel Gillig, and I haven't got that far. I'm only 30 pages in, so I might have to reread that because I haven't picked this up for a good since my podcast, so it's probably about a week, so I might need to refresh. But I love this. This is so good. If you fancy a really different world building and different setting, then I recommend this one if you like a bit of fantasy. And then the other one that I need to start reading but I haven't yet, and I did actually start last night. I woke up at 4 o'clock this morning and was wide awake, so I started listening to this in my ear rolls. It made me fall asleep. I'm not sure about the narration, but it was 4 o'clock in the morning, so you know. But it is called Devil's Breath by Jill Johnson, and this is going to be a buddy read with a little group of friends, so I'm looking forward to that. Sounds really good actually. It's what does it say on the front? Sherlock Holmes meets Gardener's Question Time. So yeah, so if you fancy reading along with us, then do feel free. It's a beautiful cover, really lovely cover. Anyway, to stop whittering, I am going to make my sandwich. I am going to listen on my Kindle to The House in the Cerulean Sea because I haven't got to turn any pages or hold a book. And yeah, get on with the rest of the afternoon.
Does he know about your predicament?
Yes.
And what does he intend to do?
Oh, look at that sunlight flickering through. It's probably quite annoying in my glasses actually, so we'll stick them on there for a moment. It's now 5 o'clock. I have just got home after a really productive afternoon actually. So yeah, I met my colleague and we were going through some training we've got to deliver on Monday. All sorted, we kind of know what we're doing, so we've just got to photocopy, print off the packs for the delegates, and we'll do that, over the coming days. Anyway, so that was really good. What else has happened? Not a lot really. Drove home listening to my Audible audiobook, as you would have seen. Loving it. Oh, it's getting so good. Quite gripping. I'm actually a little bit gutted when I get home, and I've obviously finished my journey, but it is my car audiobook, so I'd like to keep it as that. But yeah, I'm out again tomorrow for work, so I shall get probably a good hour of it in then. So that's good stuff. I think I'm going to sign off for the rest of the day, purely because I want to get my old sweatshirt on, and I've got to get dinner sorted, and I just want to chill out for the rest of the day. And I've got to edit this because I'd really like this to go up this evening. So I hope you've had a good day wherever you are. I'm going to sign off for now, but if you've got any questions, then do leave them in the comments, or just leave a comment anyway. It would be lovely to hear from you, and I will see you in the next vlog. Thanks for watching.